So today we're going to try something a little new. We're going to go over some defensive positions for Bazaar Day. And I am on free roam, so you'll just have to bear with me and just imagine there being an uplink there. First objective we're going to go over, just a little closer to me, is the East Courtyard objective. Now, I should start with the first way to look at the map is the top of the map. Anytime you look at any of the maps, this goes for all the maps in the game. Top is always north, and you got west, south, east. So this would be your East Courtyard objective. That's what I call it. Everybody has different names and call outs for all the maps. Just to make it easier for me, basically. So we normally spawn in, Vault spawns in over here. We'll make Marsoc green. They'll have spawn points over here, spawn points over here. Now knowing where they spawn in, or the places where they can spawn in, will help you in the long run. Just it varies on different maps and different objectives. For East Courtyard, them are the two spawns that I know of for Bazaar. They get this one is normally called fast spawn. You'll have to adjust for that. So they'll rush in over here. You'll have eyes on you in these windows and stuff. We'll see. But we'll go ahead and jump in it, and I'll go over some positions there to help you hold the objective better. Alright, so this is the East Courtyard. It's a nice big courtyard. Right there where all them shots are is where the objective is set. Anyways, some good positions to hold. Very well known position is this steps right here. People like to sit right here in these steps. They'll peek up, check the market area right there. That's the market. They sit here. You can hear footsteps inside the kiosk, which is this building right here in front. There's a couple floors there. You can hear them in North Street, which is over here. Hear the footsteps when I walk. That's what I'm talking about. You can hear people move. If they're over here, you can hear them while you're in them steps. So pretty much you'll just sit here and listen. Every once in a while you can peek up, keep the call outs. You just peek up barely, you can crouch down, you can sneak up a little bit more, try to stay behind cover. So that's one spot. Try to go over this real quick. Alright, another spot is inside here. We're going to show you the C4. This is C4. You can place it anywhere. Now you can't place it too close to the objective. So inside this room, you can start placing it about right here. That's about as far as away you need to place the C4. So you can place it in this room, you can place it over here, you can place it, sneak it out here somewhere. Right here would be a good spot. Stick it right there. People probably won't even notice that when they walk by. See that? That's a good spot. And then you can sit right here in this corner and you just listen. When you hear footsteps outside your building, you just grab your clicker. Boom, they're dead. And while you're also sitting right here, you can hold this angle. And that watches that northeast over there behind the objective. Because they can circle around the south and try to come in behind. And you can see them come in and pop them. You'll probably try to peek over the wall right there. So that's one angle you can hold, which will cover your back and the front with the C4. Go ahead and bring my C4 back. There we go. So if they walk around this area right here, and you hear them footsteps, and they're on the anywhere close to this, like by this door, anywhere out here, boom, they're dead. Or if they come in here and you want to place it, like, well, that was horrible. Toss it up there a little bit. Maybe they won't see it. They'll probably have some smokes or something in here to try to hide it. You're sitting over here, you hear all that, all right? You're sitting over here just waiting for that to come in. So you're waiting, being patient. They got some smokes up. You click that button. Anybody inside this room right here, even a little bit outside this doorway, is dead. Or at least downed. You'll have to come out and might have to confirm a kill or two. But if you hear footsteps inside here, bam, you're dead. Alright, next spot. Them are just some common spots that I've seen people use. Refresh this. down here. Right over here is another common spot. People will sit right here and they'll just watch that way, which you're pretty well open to over there. But you can hear people coming in behind you and in this blue room over here. You'll be able to hear anything inside here, possibly even out in the street, I'm not sure. But again, you're awfully exposed. Another good spot is people like to hide over here. They sit right back here in these corners and watch that way. They can watch the doorway, they can see all this, or they can even crouch right here. They can peek under here and get real small, watch that north way, and see if anybody comes around. They can watch that. They can even peek out here and watch the objective, because the objective is. So you can sit right here, you can see the objective, you can watch angles, and you can also hear people coming in behind you across the street. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 spots that we went over. Let's go over another spot. Right over here is another good spot. You can sit right here, and now remember, you are exposed, but if you got a full squad and people are holding their angles, you'd be covered. Your teammate, if you got a teammate sitting over there watching behind you, you can sit right here without a worry and watch people try to come up that south street right there. Another good spot is over here behind this box. Now you got to get low to the ground, but you can lay right here behind this box and you're behind cover. You can watch the objective, peek up, you can watch that blue room, you can watch that area over there. You got this whole area you can watch, and you can listen for north, and you can listen for northeast behind you. So that's just a bunch of spots right inside there. People like to sit here and over here, but normally it's this guy that will rotate, which you get into rotating and all that stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes it's a patient game. The person that's sitting here, you might not even get a kill the whole game, but you'll have the objective covered. They won't be able to get to objective without taking you out, and they pretty much can't get anywhere in here without taking you out. Alright, let's see, what else can I go over? We can do a C4 placement inside here. The person sitting here and here inside this blue room. So if they have a C4, they can place it over here or up here. They can even come out here and place it in the doorway. If they hear someone clicking, walking through, the hell, they can sit inside here, watch that way. I mean, limit some of their view from the rest of the side, but you get a little bit more cover. And you just watch that doorway, wait for somebody to walk in behind you, blow them up. Alright. That's just some normal spots that you'll see people holding. And you'll have to adjust your offense to these positions because of the way you attack. If you try to do a smoke rush in and you got somebody sitting back here in this corner and they got a big LMG, all they got to do is fire. Of course, you can try to tuck him behind here, but you still got to account for this guy. You got to account for this guy, but you only have 5 people in the squad, so that's 3. That's a death triangle that they got held right here. Nobody can get in without taking those 3 players out. And then the other 2 can run out and flank. You don't even have to worry about the rest of the angles. If those 3 cover in there, they can out. The other people can come out here, run down this way, do a flank right off the get-go, and they can check this street, because if they got that south spawn, you'll see people trying to run across the street right here. You spawn in back here. I never did show you where Vault spawn in. I'll go ahead and do that. So you'll spawn in over here, and if you got 3 people holding that spot, you can have 2 flankers. You can have one flanker go north, because you spawn in right back here. Right here's where you spawn in, this area. So you can have one flanker immediately go north, because they can spawn straight down the street in front of you. And you can have him just watch this way, see if you keep pushing out, or however you want to play. But one person can go north, one person can go south. The other three will run straight across the street into there, take positions. Now, of course, if people get too peaky or different things, you gotta adjust for all that, or when people die. But right here is another thing I was talking about. These windows, if they got that northwest spawn, and you come over here to these windows, they can see through those, take you out. They can be peeking over in windows there. If you come over here and peek through these windows, you can be taken out right off the bat. So you got to be ready for that. That's another reason why it's good to know where they spawned in. Let's see. Well, that's just some basic defensive positions and angles to hold. Like I said, you might sit in these positions for a while, and it takes a lot of patience, and you gotta be quiet. You'll hear the footsteps. If people were all over comms and stuff like that, you won't be able to hear the footsteps and see for them. Well, that was the East Courtyard objective. That's all I'm going to do on this part right now. On a later date, we might go over it again and do some demonstrations on. I might have another person come in and have them like walk through, and I'll blow the C4 them so you can hear the footsteps and go from there. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this information helps some people out. I mean, you can adjust it however you need to. It's just some ideas on some spots to hold. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.